Okay, let's go. This is our first feedback for Haruka. She did an angry wolf. Great anatomy. We can see here that she followed rib cage, abs, triceps here, biceps, deltoid. Very well broke down all the parts into three. We can see pretty much the muscles in the right order. Fur falling together. Now, what I would say that would be the biggest change. A phrase that I like a lot, it is look the forest and not only the trees. So the trees in this case would be each muscle, would be each bone. It's completely got right, like this fur, it's right. But in the overall image, there are small things about the forest, metaphorically speaking, that can be changed. Example, this shoulder here is going too much outside and it's a little bit bigger compared to this one. Or how this face is happening. The fur here would still be connecting here, and the neck also would be receiving that fur. So let's go and make the changes that improves gesture. Gesture. Okay, when I say forest, you think of other place. Is the place that you're thinking a place in the middle of people's, you know? Okay, now let's start doing changes. First, I'm going to take out transfer of my brush. Yeah, no transfer. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. Let's go. You erase. Shoulder, you're gonna get much closer, like much closer. Now the neck. Removal of the neck. The perspective of this wolf face makes me just go here. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. Huge chin because it's compressing the fur with the neck, okay? Compressing it. And when a wolf is really angry, you have this thing in the face that it is markings, wrinkles, twinkle, twinkle, little star, I'm angry as freak, I'm gonna eat you. The perspective here happening was not the same as the frontal area of the muzzle, so I'm changing it. Oh, I like that you're doing I like this. You did the little dot thing that the fur comes from. I like that. For this perspective, it's going to happen more this way. We are not really going to see a lot. Here, all the fur compressed. It's so freaking compressed. I'm gonna be changing this anatomy to be more organic. What I mean, gesture. The thing that I was talking about, gesture. I like what happened here, the number of abs that you did, the rib cage, but we need to change the format to make it like, hey, are you really looking to the side? Are you really looking to the side? What I'm changing here is gesture. That's why I'm raising. But it does not mean that the muscle is wrong or anything like that. I learned recently that rib cage format is so important. I didn't really know that. I know rib cage is important and all, but bro, it changes. It affects the abs, you know, like a lot. I know it's the bending point of the triceps, but that bending point of the triceps, only if it's really contracting the tricep, it's going to be up like this. Not that I'm contracting my triceps in front of the mirror every day. I don't do that. I'm never posing. On this side here, we really don't see a lot. Fur movement here above the shoulder. This is the direction. You can see some Beastars art. Why does it not look organic? Great question, great question. Let me show you, let me show you. If you think the character is looking at the side and it's really angry, you're not going to see someone angry with perfect posture. When someone is angry, that person is going to be a little bit curved or a little bit open. One or another one. And since you already did a 3/4 perspective here, this arm here was not following the 3/4 perspective. And it would be hard to this be frontally while the neck is bending all this way. At least we would need to do all of a S movement. S movement. We need to do a line movement in the format of the letter S here happening between the body and the neck and the face. I start first by looking at the forest and then I look at the trees. First I look of the overall image. Like if I'm seeing from far away, do I understand it? Does this look like something I would click? Does this look like something is strange or cringe for me, or like, hey, there's something there that I think that it's cray. So now I go like, hey, what is making me see this as cray? Forget all of the details, forget the abs, forget the chest. What is making me look cray? Look at the silhouette. And I was like, hey, this is frontally, but the face is side and here is side. I gotta change that. Does this help you? Sometimes we are too focused on details and we forget to look at the big picture. Remember to look at the big picture from time to time in your picture. Let's go for those arms. Okay, let's go into the face. It's a wolf. We're gonna change the ear. We're gonna change the hair. I'm going to change the face format. Why I'm raising is because I'm changing silhouette, I'm changing gesture. It does not mean that the fur that you did here is wrong or bad. No, I'm changing gesture, the movement. I cannot change the movement if I'm not literally taking out how it was looking. If it's a realistic wolf that you're doing here, I recommend doing the eyes smaller and much darker places around the eyes. A realistic wolf would have the eyes like this. Just like a schwa, okay? A schwa, and then you close it a middle circle here in the middle. And then you connect everything with dark parts. I'm going to make a more realistic wolf eye, okay? We're gonna see much more the lower teeth, okay? You're gonna see an X here. Here, let me show you. Here, there's going to be an X here. Right, there's angry. Since this wolf is angry, I would be doing or the ears completely with attention, like, hey, I'm looking, like, huh, I'm looking, or I would make the ears going down. Since I see you doing here already, them in the attention mode, I'm going to keep them in the attention mode. I see here in your sketch that you did a lot of fur, small fur. What I take from this, especially from the direction that you did, is that the hair cannot be completely going in one direction because it's really messy, the fur. And here it's all good. No, we're gonna make the hair messy. This hair, you gonna get messy. Haruka, the major issue is gesture. Everything following a harmony, following a certain direction. We can see here the anatomy, the body was going to a certain direction, the face into another one. The shoulder, specifically this one, in a certain direction, the other in another one. The fur, the neck here, if there is a lot of fur here in the middle, there's also going to be a lot of fur on the sides of the neck, especially because the species is a wolf. And I would say the eyes been really open. I know that you wanted to get that look of like crazy wolf, like Wah! But it's still a lot open. It's more into a surprised face. Angry face is like, I'm really closed. I'm gonna kill all of your family. That's a closed face. You You can see I added more fur in the neck and the face more like close to the body. Here, look at the distance in the neck. Like, hey, it's pretty far away. No, we gotta make it closer. Made biceps bigger. This is like a small detail. But I would say the biggest change was just changing the body posture, and expression. Does this help you? Yay! What helps you to start feeling where should be the body is using reference. I know I say this like 1,100 times, but when I look back at my past and ask myself, how can I help you guys that are right now in the position that I was? The best thing that I can say that helped me was using a reference for everything. And even if you're using and it's still not getting the result that you want, it's part of the process. We don't get everything perfect at first, third, 70,000, 100,000, million time. We just keep on trying to get into our main objective, that is just enjoy art. If you don't enjoy, bruh, they're gonna be cray to just keep 1,000 hours drawing. What I could say that would help even more the feeling of the anatomy and other things is literally just go and watch speed paints or one freaking hour painting process on YouTube. You gotta have that patience of literally looking stroke by stroke and asking yourself what this artist is doing. I love doing that. Since small, I love doing that. And you're doing great, Haruka. Just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. Okay, now let's go into the next one. Going for a semi-realistic approach. What we need to think. Light is going to receive more details. Shadows, not so much. The first thing that I'm noticing here is, good, everything's soft here. I don't see much things soft happening here. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is making all the side here soft, gentle. No, we don't work with no. Let's get this going on. I see that it's receiving ring light on all of the side. And if it's receiving ring light on all of the side, there's going to be parts that the ring light is going to invade even more. As an example, here in the shoulder, the arm, it's going to invade even more. You have two options. Make the ring light get even more into the shadows, or you do the opposite. Just make ring light not touching 100% of all of the silhouette. Ring light cannot be 100% in the silhouette and not be also invading some of other parts. Ring light's like, hey, I'm here, so I'm gonna be taking also a little bit more. If it's on all the edge. So here, darker. I don't see it. Now I notice it. Only a little bit. Now it's going to reflect even more. Since the color of this mouse is yellow, and yellow is a bright color, even if this direct light is extremely strong, we're going to see everything down here much brighter. The name of that, I don't know, I just call that reflection inside of shadow. But since this red's such a bright color, this is going to happen a lot, okay? Like a lot, I mean it. This light that I'm doing here is light reflected from the chest, arms area. I believe I got the question. Was this the question? Yes, it's coming from the chest area. This little thing is so bright that makes even its own chest so bright that it's making the chin and all the rings like... Here you're gonna cast shadow. All the shadows are casted this way. So you're gonna be receiving less here. I'm trying to think this as a 3D object. Try to think things as 3D. Here, here, shadows. So much shadows. I'm gonna change the position of those ears. If you're gonna make ring light, remember that all of the side of the ring light is going to be much darker, like much darker. You're too bright, too bright. You are too bright. Since you're very close to the background, why not just get some fog? Yeah, that's right. You're so close to the background, go there and live there. What I would say that would need more attention in this drawing is light direction and intensity. Let's do a little bit of texture here. Just a little bit, remember, we don't want everywhere to have texture. We just want to make people think that we took our time and to do a lot of texture. Okay, now I'm going to add screen mode, okay? I made my brush mode on screen, you can see here, up here, yeah, right there, right here, right now. And I'm going to just make everything beautiful. I'm doing a yesification here, okay? Yesified. This little rat is getting yesified. But go calmly, okay? The rat cannot be scared. And the beautiful thing about those whiskers is that you can just go and do some highlight on specific parts of the whiskers, and it's going to look so pro, and you're gonna be like, yeah. Remember, fur, everything's a fluffy ball. Make edges soft. Use smudge too. Remember, fur is going to reflect a lot, especially when the fur is bright. You are drawing an animal that the fur is bright, so it's going to be bright. Don't let those lines happen here ever again. You deserve the best. I know you know how to render it, and have fun. Okay.